This is gonna be real good because I want for us to talk about our biggest moment, that we have ever had to face in our lives. And I know you gentlemen have some stories to tell. So please share them. And let's start with Bry'Neir. What's one of your biggest moments in your life?
That's a lot. Oh, wait a minute. Biggest moment?
Yes, biggest moments.
I had to choose one?
Well, it could be multiple.
Hold on. I said high school graduation. That was a big moment. I guess, no, being on the radio. That's a big moment. Being on syndicated radio is a big moment for me because every morning, being on the radio every morning, I feel like it's a happy place for me because I get to play music, I get to vibe, I get to have a good fun time for 4 hours on the radio. And to really be appreciated for that, that's really cool because when I started on AMP, a lot of my audience was low, like low. Because at multiple times, I started to really feel that am I really right for the job? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I had to do some revisioning and some working on me, and I was able to be on the radio. And I'm on iHeart, Odyssey, TuneIn. I'm on 3 different platforms, multiple stations across the country. So I'm grateful I was able to be on the radio. And yeah, it's a blessing, man, because everybody would be gifted the opportunity like we was to be on the radio because I fought so hard to put the show in syndication and do this and do that. So I feel like that's one of my biggest moments is to really be heard on the radio every morning, people to hear me, listen to what I got to say, and enjoy my life on the radio. It's pretty cool. It's a big dream and inspiration, too. So, dream come true. So.
Yeah. It absolutely is a blessing. It really is.
My biggest moment in life that I've ever faced was the biggest moment in life. Oh my gosh, that's a.
I know, right?
I gotta say, March of 2022 when I lost my grandmother, who was, she was very, very close. That grandmother, the house they used to go to every weekend, and every weekend we'd make Rice Krispies homemade, and we have what they call it Sunday, the ice cream Sundays, and stuff. We used to watch movies, the game on YouTube. Guess the logo or guess the emoji, guess the movie. We used to all play those games, and it used to be a fun time. We used to watch the Kids' Choice Awards as well when they came around. So it was so much fun, and then to be hit with, dang, like you never know. I never knew that she was even sick, and I didn't know because I think she feared of telling us because she knew how much she meant to us, and that we worry, and that we worry too much of so I didn't know how important life was until that situation happened, because it was like, wait a minute, I didn't even know that she was sick. So what's happening? What's going on? And in hospice, first of all, I didn't even know there was such thing as hospice. I'm gonna just keep it real with you for right now. I didn't even know there was such thing as a hospice, that you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there was a hospice, but that's apparently a thing. And so that was the biggest moment in life that faced me that I've ever faced before, because it was like, well, so yeah, that's my.
Yeah.
Since you said that, Prince TJ, wow. I got two now, because since you said that, there's quite one.
Yeah.
That
I know we are gonna go that deep.
And I'm not trying to go into that deep because
You can, go ahead. We got time.
but I don't want to get emotional about this, honestly, because this is still fresh and new. And by the time, well, at the time right now, you guys were recording this is still fresh. This only been only like a month and a half. That one of my church members, oh gosh, had suddenly passed away. And she was a dear member to the church family. And this is tough talking about it because she always cares about each and every one of us. I used to go over to her house because her house is literally right across the street from mine. Go over there, have these little talks. She always encouraged me, this and that I would do great in life. Don't worry about what the naysayers would say, this and that. And I just never knew that she was sick because just like you, Prince TJ, she didn't want nobody, to worry, this or that, that type of nature. And I just never knew that because I felt, wow, I could have been there for her, but it's tough. It really is tough. I'd say that's one of my biggest moments because you just never know. You never know. And it's really tough because now, ever since that, y'all, seriously, I have been stopping going to church, honestly. Been stopping. I can't even go back because if I go back, there's a chair, there's a seat that's going to be empty. And I can't face that. I can't face that. Including, I was just on Bible study recently. She always on it, and it just felt weird. It felt weird to be on there. It's like there's somebody else that's supposed to be on there, but it's real, y'all. It really is real, and it's tough to talk about.
I didn't know I didn't know we were gonna go that deep. I'm just thinking about a moment I had in death. Man, I didn't know we were gonna go. Damn, y'all about to see me cry on damn TV once again. Shoot. Cause hearing y'all stories made me think about my dad, low key. Cause that was, I guess, a big moment. Cause imagining losing a parent, that's really hard, to deal with that, and also grow up knowing that's not there no more, and to really, I guess, hear everybody's stories and hear how everybody's going through something. It's pretty hard. I could say that's a big moment because it didn't feel like it was that when it happened, but growing up, noticing you don't get the same every day, it's hard because I wish there was more that could have been. I wish there was more that could have been done. Honestly, I wish there was more conversation. I wish there was more things now because it's very loathsome without that special person, because your grandmother and your church member, my father, it was pretty tough. And going through that at age 16 and now going to age 20, that was 4 years ago. Wow, almost 3 years ago, yeah. And to go where I'm at now, it's a blessing. Because I never would have known where I was going now. Because a lot of people, once they hear certain things of that nature, they tend to immediately shut down. And it's pretty tough, honestly, in my opinion. Because I didn't know it was going to go this damn day. I wish I was prepared. I was prepared. I'm speechless, and it's hard,
It is.
Ooh, jeez.
Yeah. Whoa. I mean, it's a lot to process, a lot to deal with, and I know we have to, at some point go through it into our life. But I mean, nobody wants that to happen, though. Like honestly,
Yeah, man.
honestly,
Like you said, man, it's gonna happen, and
it
I think
is.
we all know that it's gonna happen one day, but we just don't know when. And that's the scary part. Is like any day from right now, we could lose anyone close to us. You know, um, at any moment, it's hard. It's harsh to think this way, but at any moment, we might not even wake up tomorrow. You know, and it's saddening. It's very painful to think about, and very emotional to think about as well. Um, but it's also like my grandmother passing. People deal with it different ways, and I think the way that I dealt with it was, of course I was sad because I was bawling my damn eyes out at the memorial, but also at the same time I was kind of happy that she was gone. And I say that I was happy she was gone was because she no longer was suffering anymore. She no longer was hurt anymore. She was no longer worrying about if we were going to figure out if she was sick or not, to not worry us, not scare us, to have us. And that shows how selfless she was, because she wanted us to live our best life. She wanted us to live our best. She wanted us to live a good life and not to have to worry about her 24/7. And I appreciated that from her. I think us as people, I think is very, pertaining back to the segment of selfish again, I think it's very selfish of us to say, man, or to be mad, angry at the Lord because they are calling, our close ones, our loved ones home. And I think it's very selfish because you have to look at the bright side. I mean, even though there might not be a bright side, you just have to find a light, because I promise you, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And you have to see that they're not in pain anymore. They're not in struggle anymore. They're not suffering anymore. And it's true. And it's painful. It's very painful. But we have to, yeah.
Oh, gosh. All right.
I just wish there was more that we could do. Honestly, I just wish that there was more we could do.